Network presents the Culture Conversation Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Thompson II. Today, I got a special guest in the building. It's Mr. 30 Under 30 Forbes. You know, he's a Detroit legend in the building. It's my guy. He'll tell y'all a lot about the East Side. And, you know, he just moves around like a real president of the city. It's my guy, Akil. What's up, my baby?
Man, what's good? What's good? Thank you for having me.
Man, absolutely.
Hey, it's fire in here.
You like it?
I love the
like
artwork, everything. Yeah, for sure.
Man, we trying to do what we do, bro.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you for the invite.
Man, absolutely, man. You a legend out here. How could I not have, as we be out here kicking it, how can I not have you around? You know? Every time I see you, you know, boardroom, young executive out here.
I'm trying, man.
I'm just happy to be in your presence, man. You letting us, some of us other guys, come fit in a little bit.
Come on, man.
You know?
But we in your house right now, so we all good.
Hey. But yo, I want to toast to my guy, Akil. You making so many moves. The city appreciates you. In fact, not just the city, the state of Michigan appreciates you. And also, I just want to say, the things you're doing are legendary, bro. We applaud you. We appreciate you. And we want to see you continue to win, my guy.
Come on. This early in the conversation. You trying to get me?
Salute to my G.
Salute, bro.
Something different.
Oh, yeah. It's smooth. It's smooth.
Something different right here. So, we're going to get going real slow.
Okay.
The people, including myself, know a little bit about your story, but we want to really hear from you who you are, how you got started. The ladies want to know, are you single? You know, all of these great things. And then a couple of kids I saw online was like, how much money he really got? So we're going to talk about all that today. But like, let's start off in the beginning, because I think the way you got started is so dope and inspirational. I really be like, dang, I got started young in the game, but then when we be sitting on these panels talking, I don't know, man. I might not have got started as young as I thought when you came with how young you started. So, you know, let's talk about, first of all, tell the people what you do, and then we'll go into your story.
So I'm an advertising executive. So we do everything from film, TV, commercials, all this amazing stuff. One of the youngest in the game, so have a large advertising agency here in the U.S. as well as Africa.
Yes, sir.
And we're doing some amazing things. So.
Talk that talk.
Yeah.
You so humble, dog. No, talk that talk.
You know, so, I mean, just doing God. I mean, my life makes it virtually impossible for me not to believe in God.
Yeah.
Because none of this makes sense.
Dog.
None of it. So, at the end of the day, you know, it's one of those things when you talk about everyone, like, bro, you so humble, you don't brag, you don't do.
Nah, you don't.
Because it don't make sense to me.
Bruh.
So I know it ain't gonna make sense to y'all, so I'm just living it. I'm shocked every day.
Man, this dude done worked with WWE.
You know,
Jesus Christ. They don't let no black man come do the stuff you done did.
So, I mean, everything, it started at 7. You know, I was always a big kid.
Hold on, say that again.
It started at 7.
Woo!
7. Yeah, I was always a big kid. Grew up in the King homes. You know, over there in East Lafayette, Shane area.
3200.
Come on, man.
3200.
Yeah, grew up over there, and, you know, my friends, everybody wanted to play for the East Side Raiders.
Yeah.
You know, East Side Raiders practice at King. So that's right there, right up the street. I went to Duffield. So, you know, I was the biggest in the kids. I was always the youngest, but I was the biggest. Yeah. So the coaches, they scouted me. My auntie was doing stuff like, oh, we need you over here. And I was with it. I wanted to play football. You know, we played football, pick them up, mess them up in the park, all this stuff. Day. You know, until I got on the field at King High School, and they started putting me on parachutes and making me do extra push-ups and running extra tracks. I thought they were singling me out. Like, nah, they was going crazy.
That's the walk of life, man. If you want to put on that black and gold, man,
nah.
If you want to be his squad, that's just a whole nother level.
I hear you.
Real talk.
I hear you.
We all locked in for life.
Oh my God, I hear you.
Yeah,
absolutely. I quit. I quit quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that was somebody else's dream. You know what I'm saying? So I hit at my local library on Elmwood Park branch, right there off of Shane. And I noticed I was the only kid in there.
They said if you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in a book. But I ain't know that you just go into the library. If you want to hide
a whole Negro. Nobody knew to pick me up from there. Nobody. So at 7 years old, I went in there. I noticed I was the only kid in there, and I started, doing my own thing. And I asked the librarians, look, can I produce my own programming? Can I produce my own marketing so I can get more people in here? And to my surprise, they said yes.
Wow.
Made that one of the number one libraries in the city.
Is that Elmwood?
Elmwood Park.
Shout out to Elmwood.
Come on, man.
Look, I'm a Joy Road West Side. You see how much I get the East Side love?
Absolutely.
I get the East Side so much love, man. Y'all need to go ahead and say I'm official West Side, but I get my pass on the East and Southwest because I show so much love.
Absolutely.
I'm real Detroit.
So Elmwood Park, Callie Keepros, Tracy Massey, all of them.
Yeah.
The whole team over there. They said yes and made that one the number one library. So much so we got the attention of so many other people like WWE. They brought WrestleMania here in 2007. And where I came from, everybody couldn't afford that. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I wanted to do was also show opportunity.
Yeah, because everybody would go over one person's house and watch it.
Absolutely. And we was that house.
Yeah.
My daddy So everybody came to my house and watched, all the pay-per-views and got fed. You know what I'm saying? So, we went to WrestleMania. We had floor seats, but my friends didn't.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about how you had floor seats, though.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
We worked hard for what we did.
Your family, we did work hard.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one of the things that we wanted to do was I wanted to show opportunity. I wanted to show young people what's possible. Yeah. So we got the attention of WWE, and they brought wrestlers to the hood. At the time, it was a wrestling group called Crime Time. And they came to the hood. All the King Home kids came over there and met them and everything, because I think that's what's important, to show representation and so that it's obtainable and to show what's possible. And life took off from there.
Man. 7 years old.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's remarkable.
Absolutely.
See, right now I'm about to go home and flip my kids' mattresses over and say, get up! Because my daughter, too, she under 7, but still, it's like you need to be doing something right now to be on a whole nother level. This man then created whole programs, and y'all talking about some practice, and you tired from practice in school.
Absolutely.
Nah, they got to do more now.
Yeah, so 7, then at 10, we made that to one of the number one libraries, did all the things. The Universal Soul Circuit was here for a weekend. They was at Shane Park. Keep in mind, this is all in one central area. Yeah. Shane Park right up the street. Universal Soul Circuit was there for a weekend. This was the second location they went from Atlanta. Yep. This was the first stop of the tour. And one of the things that, my mama
sold out too.
Sold out. For a weekend. Yeah. I went one year, and the next year I'm like, I'm about to go by myself and ask for a job. 10 years old. I'm like, look, let me get more people in there. Let's expand this. Because y'all here for a weekend, and I think y'all missing out on money. At 10, I knew that.
You talking that talk.
Y'all missing out on money.
You talking that money talk.
It's people that can go. It's people that will sponsor kids to go. All this stuff. They gave me a stack of tickets, said, all right, see what you can do with this. The whole King Home was at the circus. Every year. They're like, all right, bet.
Shout out to the King Homes for supporting their own.
Come on, man.
They really held you down.
Absolutely.
His squad, don't get mad at me for shouting out the King Homes.
Man, please don't.
I love y'all.
Nah, they did their thing. So, so much so, I started to help with them with marketing. When Hot 107 and iHeart, Radio 1 was up the street, did all that stuff. I was the kid that they pulled out the audience to do the interviews. Nobody realized it was the same kid on every TV station and every radio station. But I was that kid and helped them with marketing, helped with promotions, and became a producer. And now it's here for a whole month. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the work that I did at 10. They hired me on, and I retired at 18 because I had a full ride scholarship to college. I asked my high school teacher, what do you think I should do? And he said, you should start your own thing. And I did.
What's that teacher name?
Mr. Scotland.
Shout out to you, sir. Because you helped launch true entrepreneurship. Salute to you. It's not a lot of people give bad taste, but I had some wonderful teachers in the Detroit Public School system.
Absolutely.
Detroit Public School has one of the greatest systems in the world. Like, I know that we benefit from it. I mean, I went to Hampton, I went to Halley, then I went to King. And we had to test to get into these schools. But even the regular schools, the curriculums, and these teachers were serious.
Absolutely.
I remember my teacher from 3rd grade, Miss Simmons at Hampton, the music teacher, was like, Thompson, I want more out of you. She was on my head. Yeah. Shout out to the DPS kids, man.
Absolutely.
DPS teachers.
The crazy thing about it, he still works for me to this day.
Wow. He what?
He still works for me to this day.
Oh, you hired your teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then hiring other teachers. I got a 3rd grade teacher from Duffield who works with me with my nonprofit to this day. So Miss Washington Austin, K-Dub, what's good?
Wow.
And it's one of those things where I think I was always the student that they saw was like, nah, you special. And one of the things that's crazy, my teachers would say, they didn't know how their day was going until I stepped in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I saw. Fine Weaver said something just like that. And my teachers would say it like they knew something different. And my friends knew something different. Yeah. Like my friends ain't let me smoke. They ain't let me drink. Still to this day, let me hit the blunt.
Oh, no, mine was on me like that too. They wouldn't let me.
You ain't doing that.
They make you get off the block.
Yeah.
They say, man, it's time for you to go, man.
Absolutely.
Yep, I've been there.
So it's one of those things where, you know, it was definitely covered. From the hood, covered spiritually, covered in every single way. Yeah. You know, I was supposed to go to King, but my middle school teacher filled out my application to DSA and said, here, go turn it in.
That's dope.
Filled it out. I was going to go to King, then State. That was the plan, me and the boys. I was the only one that left because my teachers filled it out for me.
Man, MSU was amazing. Yeah. That's where I met my wife, and that was the greatest moments of my life, though.
Okay.
Michigan State was like no other.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to talk.
You didn't need to come to Michigan State. Everybody, I remember Big Shot, everybody's supposed to come. Everybody didn't need to come to Michigan State.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's how the journey started.
So how many of your teachers have you hired?
I think about 7. And you know, some is long term, some is just for projects.
It don't matter.
But also, I mean, I got a whole advisory board of just former teachers from elementary, middle, and high school that, you know, I call on, that we go and we talk through everything, especially for my nonprofit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to that later. But, you know, my teachers are all still in my life. Every single one of my principals, even my elementary school principal, I can call, look, I need y'all looking through this. You know what I'm saying? It's a different relationship.
Okay, I need to go back and reach back out to my elementary and middle school. Don't ask for no money though, but I'm gonna reach back out to y'all and see what I can help out with, man. Cause dang, you killing it on that.
It's a village. I mean, it truly is, and I'm blessed and I'm thankful for it. So
that's what's up. So like, you were doing all these creative ways to market, doing marketing. Was it anybody in your family that was a marketing rep or something? Where did this come from?
Nobody was a marketing rep, but my family was great salespeople.
Okay.
They could sell anything.
They can sell, I know. Yeah.
They can sell anything. Yeah. They can sell bikinis to an Eskimo and all. My family got mouthpieces on. Yeah. So I took those, what I saw, what I learned. I mean, still to this day, my daddy can tell me a story that happened in my house, and I'm like, did that really happen? Because he made it all up in his head, and he would sell it to me like, damn, okay, here, bro, you can have this, because that did happen. And I'm like, wait, that ain't happened. I live. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things. I took those qualities and I put it into the game and did something different. But I tell people all the time, like the same qualities that you live on the street, I guarantee you there's so many displaced multimillionaires and CEOs that's walking amongst us, but just don't have the opportunity to show the skill set that they have. That is why I'm here today.
Man, I want to talk about, too, just the mindset. Like, you did that with WWE. You did that with the circus. When was it that you had your first... You already had a real contract, but as your agency, what was your first, like, contract and how did it really get going?
So before I get there, because I know exactly when that moment was.
Okay.
Throughout high school, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was the voice for DPS. So on 90.9, I used to have a radio station, 90.9 WRCJ. I hosted that. Did all this stuff. I worked with MSNBC when they came here.
He was a disc jockey, folks.
I hosted all the events, all of this stuff. And one of the things I was doing when I was working for the city of Detroit, in high school, it was right when the Kwame Kilpatrick stuff happened, when Shrek comment, that was my camera that went live for Shrek because I was on the media team. And I realized that I was winning people a lot of awards that I couldn't put my name on it because I was a kid.
Because you was underage.
Absolutely. And I remember I used to, while people went home, I'm still up on the 14th floor. People don't even know the Coleman A. Young Center got a 14th floor.
Floors,
the elevator don't get to. You know, that's where the media team was at. And I was on the 14th floor editing until 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. And I remember it was Detroit's 313.
Hold on. You was editing at 1, 2 in the morning?
Yeah, on a school night.
On the school. I was about to say that. You were too young to be doing that.
On a school night, 1, 2 in the morning. I remember it was Detroit's 313th birthday. So McDonald's had the 313 meal. Yeah. That's how they used to pay me. Because I was a big kid. I'm like, all right, you know.
They know they wrong for that.
313 meals. You want another one? big fella, or the piece of hot and ready, all that stuff.
Shit, that John slapped though.
Man,
Especially at midnight.
So think about all the city council meetings, all that stuff. I used to do all that.
In high school, I did an internship with Commissioner Jewel Ware.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the same. It's funny, like I did some of the same thing.
Absolutely. So I mean, again, I was in those spaces where I saw dollars being moved easily. By a stroke of a pen. I was in that space where I'm like, oh, okay, you really got the power. Or this person really don't got the power, they just got the title. And that's a difference. You see a lot of people in this world be looking for the title and not the power. So I got to see all of that at a young age. So when I started my own agency, we was doing stuff here and there. I remember we was working for this rapper who's a big rapper now, but she had a birthday party. And it was a long day, about 22, 23 hours. All of this stuff. And at the end of the night, we're like, all right, so look, you're going to pay us all of this stuff. And they paid us $36 to split. Pulled out a wad of money, and here you go, $36 to split. We went to D1 Coney Island and just ate while the sun came up. Because we was like, dog, are you serious? All of this stuff. And that was some of those moments.
Now she would beg for you to work with her. Beg. I'm talking about beg. Yeah. You want me to drop that name right now? All right. Nope. Because I know who that is.
Not at all.
Because you remember I was around. I know who that is.
Not at all. So it was things like that. But the first client, that really went to bat for us, that was like, all right, look, this is what you worth. This is what it is. It's Ford Motor Company. I was
wondering if that was the first deal.
Yeah. Okay. I was doing a big shoot for a conference. And Ford was there. They was the big sponsor. And she saw our work. And she was like, look, I need y'all to do some videos. We got this global supplier diversity thing. We need videos to make it happen. This is about 2016, maybe 17. And I gave her an invoice.
Is this one is a team of 3?
Yeah.
It's 3 of y'all?
Yeah. I gave her an invoice. And she was like, nah, add some more zeros to it. Add some more zeros with an S.
Yeah.
And I'm about to pay you in full months in advance. We'll come back to you when we're ready.
Man, that's love. And y'all was still under the budget that they had.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
they didn't want to go to jail.
Or they want to get the money back. They want to get the money at the end of the year. They want to get the money back. However, she the one that made me rethink everything. Her name is Angela Henderson.
Shout out to Miss Angela Henderson. Thank you for helping out the young brothers.
Absolutely. She made me rethink everything about the business. She went through my contracts, helped me look through clients, was our biggest endorser, biggest advocate for us. She just now accepted an amazing job. I think she's a VP at Consumers Energy right now. She just announced it a couple of weeks ago. But, a black woman. It was like, I'm putting my name on the line. I'm going to help you get certified so it's a minority business so I can put some of my other corporate people on.
That is huge.
Oh, my God. Now, I didn't even know.
My wife has Obelix Wine.
Absolutely.
She is going through that process right now of getting all those certifications now because it's major contracts that we done negotiated that she going to be lining up to. And I didn't, this was funny. I was out speaking. You know how we be. And I met these white women I was talking to, and the white woman, the plug. And she's like, I'm talking to her. I say, oh, that'd be perfect for my wife. She's talking to me about my business. I said, forget my business. This would be perfect for my wife. And I started talking about my wife and what she doing. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, y'all did all this by yourself? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, this is what needs to happen.
Absolutely.
We in the process right now. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Certification.
And then the funding goes after that.
Yeah, because I know that's exactly a different level of bag that they have just for y'all for certification. That changed the company. Yeah. Changed the company overnight, that certification.
So God, I've been so selfless, Lord, that I pray, Lord, that I'm next in the name of Jesus. Okay. Help me out, bro.
I got you.
I'm next in the name
I got you. Get that certification, and then we're going to make it happen. So, but it was for Angela. She put the bag behind us. We did the videos. We made it happen. And she's still one of my biggest advocates, biggest supporters in my rock to this day.
That's beautiful, man. So, man, send her some flowers.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She deserves her flowers every single day.
Team, make sure y'all send her some flowers. Let's put that on the list.
Absolutely. She hype right now. She at AKA. So you know how AKAs is.
Oh,
right
my
now.
wife, all of them. They are literally ready to take over the world. Black women, I know people get tired of me saying this, but black women, and I say black women, I be pissing other friends off. Others.
Absolutely.
But black women are the most intelligent, hardworking, educated, do it all people on this earth. And dude, I'd be like, I had to tell some of my homegirls that work in the business with me. I was like, don't forget the brothers. We need help too.
Absolutely.
I know y'all get together and make it happen. But don't forget about us.
I mean, my company did not get to where it was until I surrounded myself around black women.
Yeah.
I'm one of 2 of my global leadership teams. All the rest of them are black women. Yeah. And this wasn't by chance, or it wasn't something I was aiming to do, but it was all AKAs. Yeah. Who run my company and make it happen globally.
See, my wife she already know about it, but she about to love you now for saying that. She is so AKA'd out, bro.
They're all AKAs, all black women. I mean, they took the company global to Africa. They helped move it on.
Wow.
Doubled the revenue. I mean, I had a dream, but in order to make it happen, I need a black woman to birth it and lead it.
Shout out to all the AKAs out here.
Absolutely.
Respect to the divine. Is it Divine 9?
Divine 9. Absolutely.
Respect to the Divine 9, but shout out to AKAs. Mm-hmm. I have the most beautiful AKA woman on earth.
Okay.
God bless you, Dr. Thompson. I love you, baby.
Smart move.
Yes, sir.
Smart move. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've been married, dog, for 15 years, bro.
Oh, yeah. You already know how to play.
We got together right after. We was together since college, bro.
Okay.
I ain't playing no games.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, so I'll give you a couple of little tricks.
Thank you. Every time that red light on, just give her a shout out, huh? I see it. I got it. I'm going to keep that for next time.
Love the shoes, bro. Love the shoes, man.
Thank you.
Love the shoes. You see how I switched that up?
I see what you did. Oh, bro, let's bring it back, though. So when that red light on, say,
man, it was pretty smooth, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That's sweet. But yeah, I feel what you did.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man, but I just think that the things that you're doing in your career is so phenomenal. That was very smart to have these sisters around. And it's just more than just having around and empowering our people and empowering people. Yeah. And that's a part of the whole circulating the black dollar as well. And
it's allowing yourself to learn. You know what I'm saying? I think
absolutely.
I'm in a master class every week.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's certain things I need to learn about life. I mean, because I'm also the youngest on my team. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things that I didn't realize what protection was until I surrounded myself around black women. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes I go to all these corporate boardrooms, whether it's Disney, whether it's DuPont, wherever the corporate boardrooms we are.
You better have them with you when you go to Disney.
Yeah, or in Africa, wherever we are. Yeah. That level of protection, they don't let nothing happen. Unless somebody don't give my whole bio the way it should, or unless somebody don't, if they looking down on me, oh, you need to call him Mr. Alvin now. You know what I'm saying? It's that level of, all right, I have to, sometimes I'm like, all right, look, calm down. It's all right. Yeah. It's cool. But, I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my village. I'm nothing without them. Yeah.
That's a good attitude. That's how I feel with my whole team, man. Like, you came in, like how we all had the same spirit. I love my team. I love my people. And then you got to treat people right.
Absolutely.
Because we come from seeing the era of people stepping on people, and that is just not the way. I feel like our generation is getting away from that and really pay people their worth and their value. And people rock with you, even if you ain't got it starting out.
Absolutely.
I think that if you build with them and then you be honest with everybody and show them what the numbers are, they'd be like, okay, that makes sense. That's real,
And allow people to see it when you don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And trust that they have the vision. Because if you really empowering them, trust their vision.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the things. There's some things that have happened in our company where it's like, look, y'all, I'm nervous. I don't know about this. And I'm like, nah, let me show you. Let me do this. Let me move this. There's been meetings that we've been in where I'm like, all right, they had text me. Remember, it was Zoom during the pandemic. They had text me. Kill, step back real quick. Let me handle it. Let me do it. I'm like, damn, how you even seen that? I saw the pearls. I'm like, pearls? What you talking about? I saw this.
Yeah.
I saw when we talked about HBCUs, how she looked. All of this stuff. And I'm like,
awareness.
Okay.
Team awareness.
Absolutely. And I'm like, okay, I love it.
Man, that's funny, man, because it's like, my wife does that too. When'd you get married? She be seeing stuff and seeing stuff that I don't see, or it might just be something I don't really care that much about. I'll be like, look, that ain't even that deep. Let them have it. Because I'm a person that's on point, timely, all those things, but at the same time, I'm that person too that's like, some stuff you just charge it to the game.
Absolutely.
We come from the charge to the game era.
Absolutely.
And I just be like, that ain't that deep, just charge that to the game.
I'll make it back.
Yeah. She be like, nah, that ain't right. Nah.
Stick this, let me go here, let me make this. You know, I have team members who have 3 rules. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want quality service. It's something else, and the other one's don't waste my fucking time. And I'm like, whoa, you told him that? It's like, yeah. You know, that's my 3 rules, and that's our 3 rules of our company. And I'm like, all right, bet. That's why you COO. Do your thing, boss.
Talk to me about how the Ford Motor Company, but I want to hear a little bit more about that WWE, and then going forward, you mentioned Disney, because you know I'm in entertainment, so
Absolutely.
I want to hear a little bit more about the entertainment platforms you dealt with too.
Absolutely. So I mean, WWE was just a one-off. That was just for Detroit Public Library. So, you know, I can't really claim it, but because of the work that we did at the library made it the number one library, and it was like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's part of your history.
I guess, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, my agency, working with Disney, doing some things, you know, working with the Lion King, we were one of the only advertising agencies outside of the Yellow Shoes, the umbrella, which is Disney's advertising agency.
Yep.
And did this, that we got to use the Lion King's IP. So they brought the whole Lion King cast to Detroit. We filmed all of this stuff, and they made it into national commercials. To be able to pitch it, to be able to curate it, to be able to do all these different things. And again, I'm the youngest person in the room. I mean, I grew up on the Lion King. Yeah. That's something, Circle of Life, Hakuna Matata is something I've been singing since I was a baby. I'm a 90s kid.
Yeah.
So to be able to direct a commercial with this cast was crazy.
Yeah, we all 90s kids. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
A lot was going on in the 90s.
Absolutely. And then not just that, but to work with Motown Museum. To be able to leverage that history and that story and making sure that those are told accurately. It was all these different entertainment platforms that really took us to the next level. And doing all of this, we got the attention of Forbes. Forbes was like, all right, I see what you're doing. Not only are you making a difference for the entertainment people, but you're making a difference for factories who don't even work with consumers.
So how was that call, to get a call from Forbes? Like, did they hit your team or did they hit you directly? Was it an email? How did that happen? We just want to know.
I popped up on a list.
Wow.
I popped up on a list. I think they gave a call, you know, send us this or put us in contact with this person. I'm like, all right, but, you know, whatever. And then I popped up on a list. It's one of the top advertising executives in North America. And one of the things went over to Africa.
Hold on, pause.
Yeah.
My brother just said one of the top advertising agencies in North America?
Yeah.
I keep hearing, okay, you the youngest, but it blows me away the fact that you just a black man, period. I know how hard that space is.
Absolutely.
It's only like a few. Who we got in that space? What's my man?
It's only a few.
It's only like 3 of y'all.
It was one of the first black advertising executives. I was on a call with him because we was honoring him for something. And I remember I was on a call and he older, he retired. He was like, you work with Ford? That was my clients. It was only one. We the only colored agency here. And I'm like, damn.
He said color.
Colored agency.
Jesus.
I'm like, okay.
Deliverance, Jesus.
We have came so far where it's like,
this man said colored though.
But it wasn't
to be disrespectful.
No.
Because my grandfather, my mom's dead. I remember in the 80s, I was real little. No, it's the 90s. When he said, yeah, that colored boy. I said, what, Granddad?
Yeah.
That colored boy. I said, Granddad, did you just say colored boy?
But what that did for me was like, damn, I'm really making it. I'm really doing something. Because at the end of the day, I'm not used to just sitting there and be like, okay, we did this. Because I'm always used to going in, let's make something else. Because I know what it feels like to be broke.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like to be on a high and then, you know, it's not there no more. So we always looking for the next, always moving on. And when he said colored, I said, damn, I broke into this whole sphere where these corporations don't even see color like that no more. And don't get me wrong, we've been in corporate boardrooms where we showed our work and they was like, so who did this? And we like, we did it. No, you're not understanding my question. What part did you do? I'm like, we're full service. No, you're not understanding my question. This is getting irritating. Let's break it down. What part did you do?
They wanted a line for line audit on you.
Absolutely. Because it didn't make sense. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, one of the things about when you unleash, unmute, and unmask black people, the stuff that we can do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean, the team that you have in here right now is amazing. I peep how people get in and they get to work and what they do. Yeah. And I always give shout out to people who make it happen. Because, I mean, you cool or whatever. Yeah. But these teams that's around here is really making it happen.
They the ones that's dope. Absolutely. I already know that.
Absolutely. You replaceable.
Facts.
These teams are the people that make it happen.
Facts.
You know, one of the things about us being on camera is we got a time life.
Yeah.
It's a shelf life that may give up some soon. These people could be on this computers, on this camera behind there doing this forever.
And that's why I work behind the scenes and in front of it.
Come on now.
I'm a guy that came from behind the scenes
Absolutely.
to be able to, I ain't no fool.
Yeah, so that's what it is. And again, going to Disney, doing all the stuff with Forbes. And so Forbes was honoring us in Botswana, Africa. I've never been to Africa. This was 2022 or 2023. I've never been to Africa. I didn't even have my passport. And I was scared as hell. So the only thing
you didn't have your passport, bro.
I know.
How the heck you ain't had no passport?
Listen.
In 2023, bro.
I ain't even had a passport. I mean, because we went to Canada. We ain't need a passport.
We didn't need that. We used to go to Canada when we was 12.
That's across the street.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or, you lay down in the car. Whatever. We don't need to talk about that right now.
We did do that. Drinking over there at 16. Go ahead.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Will Van, nobody, y'all don't remember that? But at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to go. My team's like, bro, you've been honored by Forbes. In Africa, you need to go.
Yeah.
So listen, I pushed everything off. I ain't have my passport. I didn't get my passport till the day my flight was leaving. And my team, I'm like, so who's going with me? Nobody. You going by yourself. So not only.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Team, you in trouble. You don't send somebody. Hold on, the first out the country trip to that 14-hour flight, bro.
14. That's 22.
Well, some depending on where you're going.
Oh, okay.
But,
22.
Dog.
By myself. So
by yourself. That's a lot.
So what's going on?
You put your big boy boxers on that.
Absolutely. So I'm like, all right, let me call the Uber and get to the airport. All this stuff. I went outside. I had a loft at the time. My team was lined up in the street with big old signs.
You got
all of this stuff. I got pictures. I still got the signs because I'm like, okay, they got my back.
Oh yeah.
I went over there by myself, and the crazy thing about it is, I didn't know what to expect because I'm used to the commercials about Africa.
Yeah.
In the eyes of the, flies on the nose and stuff. I didn't know what to expect in Africa, and I got over there, and they embraced me so much because Forbes had already prepped them for who was coming. And that's the thing I tell people all the time. Sometimes God is paving the way for you.
How
And you
does
don't even
your
know
spirit feel when you touch the soil?
It was
different.
different.
They say it's transformable.
Absolutely. It was different. And it was modern. It was you in Southfield. Like it's beautiful. It's modern. And one of the things it did was it opened the door to so many different things and so many different opportunities. So much so that, we helped launch the Ministry of Entrepreneurship over there because I'm like, all right, look, it's so much talent over here, but y'all don't even know y'all talented because nobody's ever told you were talented. Now let's make it happen. Worked with the government over there. I'm really close with all the government people. And the very next year I came over there, because I made so many connections because that's sometimes what happens. If I can't bet on nobody, I can bet on me. And if I'm uncomfortable, I need to come out here with something. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized that if I died over here, my mama can't just pick me up. My team just can't pick me up.
Yeah.
If I'm lost, I'm lost.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure we make friends and make sure people remember me. So much so when we came back the following year, they had a whole billboards and a party for me, welcome back, and all this amazing things. And it's favor.
Favor from
It's
God.
favor. And my team came the next year. And they like, all right, we needed you to go because you the boss. You the face. You don't know how to walk into your own light. And then now we here. Now let's.
What's so special about your team is they're in tune. Yeah. They're in tune. For me, just here. First of all, we've had so many conversations that they're so in tune because they knew not just saying that they can see stuff in the future, but they can feel what you need at times. They can feel that presence, and they definitely are led by God too.
Absolutely.
And it's just like. It's like a hedge protection, like what Moses did with the fire. It's like a hedge protection around you, and it's just like I just feel like your team, even when those move on, it's like they're gonna have somebody already trained up that's gonna replace themselves.
Absolutely.
I just feel love when I hear you talk about when I meet people from your team. When I hear you talk about your team, it's so much love because my team, it's like a family. And I feel like yours is the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the protection they have on me, no matter what it is, even if it's not business, personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can talk to my team about anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, nah, this is what you do. This is what happened. This is what we putting in place. And I mean, it's amazing. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them.
Talk about the services your agency I don't want to say sales, the service that you offer.
So we're a full service creative solutions agency. Okay. So everything from the brand and marketing website to the television commercial to how you're interacting with the clients. Because one of the things that people mess up with is they just put out content without the strategy. And I say all the time, content without strategy is like faith without works. It's dead on arrival.
I do content. I don't know if I do strategy.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog.
Okay.
It just be going. I don't even know.
Absolutely. And a lot of people do that. Because people hear
I'm just being honest, y'all.
People hear all the time, it's consistency. Just push out. But if you don't have a reason or a rhyme for you pushing out that content, who is you talking to? Who is your audience?
I mean, how do I say this? We have an audience. Mm-hmm. We know what we putting out.
Okay.
But
is it resonating?
You sound like you know the end result a lot of times.
You need to.
I don't feel we know the complete end result.
Yeah.
You know, I come from the era of, I worked with the label stuff. It's like get hot, get it popping. Mm-hmm. So I need to learn that other side.
Absolutely.
To where how to monetize and how to strategically hit targets. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna learn from y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all about thinking from the backwards. Yeah. What is the expectation that you want this to happen? Once you know your expectation, then we can do the execution plan. But it's all about that content with strategy. You got to marry that. So again, that full service, we do it all. We won an Emmy for some work that we've done. Again, the Forbes won a Black Market Association top advertising executives. All of this stuff, and I ain't even hit 30 yet. So,
this is why this is my guy right here, dog. This is my guy, dog.
Yeah, I mean, try to do what we do.
You doing what you do,
man.
You got an Emmy. It's a guy, John Marsh from Detroit.
Okay.
He got 3 Emmys.
Okay.
I want y'all to meet because he produced and edited and do all the stuff for Hard Knock.
Okay.
He's back in Detroit. He was in New York. Y'all gotta meet, dog.
Absolutely.
Y'all like similar paths, but he's a behind the scenes guy. He do a lot of radio stuff and stuff.
I love it. I would love to meet him because I think one of the things that we need to do is the level of creatives that to be honest with you, it is hard finding quality creatives.
I believe that.
Not just here, but any city.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the 300C first came out?
Yes.
300C, everybody wanted it. I mean, Eminem had the commercial imported from the D.
You know, the brother that designed that.
Amazing. Yeah. It was, in the hood, what did it look like?
A Rolls Royce.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when it came home, people had a 300C, they're like, oh, you rich.
Yeah.
And I think there's so many creatives who are 300Cs around here who looks amazing by themselves until it pulls next to a Rolls Royce and you're like, oh, damn, that is a
now
crisis.
You know the difference quick.
Woo!
Yeah, you know the difference real fast, too.
And that's one of the things that's been the hardest part because a lot of people get clients on their own. They successful on their own. They look good on their own. Social media popping. Because they're 300C. And it's desirable. It's beautiful. It's luxury. Until it get in the room with a Rolls Royce, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell y'all know, y'all seem like true luxury is different.
Oh, absolutely.
It's different.
Yeah.
You don't want a carbon copy.
Oh, my God. Come on now.
You over here preaching today, bro.
Man.
So, you know who you, I think a dope conversation. I'm going to say this. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Y'all need to have him on here. Y'all need to have him on InvestFest, Earn Your Leisure. I'm just calling that into existence right now. On here, we call out different companies. We don't trip on none of that stuff.
Absolutely.
But I want to see you on InvestFest. I want to see you Earn Your Leisure because I think you would shock the world. Plus, you represent Detroit in the state of Michigan. So,
unapologetic.
We're going to push you anyway.
Unapologetic. Yeah. I mean, because I think one of the things people don't realize is we were intentional about putting Detroit in the name of our company. So it's DDM, but it stands for Digital Detroit Media.
Yeah.
And I remember when we first, named it that, they were like, oh, man, you limiting yourself. No. I'm like, bro, you don't realize where you at.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit moved the world with the auto industry. We made you dance with Motown.
Yes.
And not just that, but everybody been here through the bankruptcy. We made you believe.
Bro, are we, how connected are we? What this say? What that say right there? That's what I'm putting for my intro. I'm about to redo it.
Come on, man.
Dog.
Absolutely.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that crazy what I just showed you?
Absolutely. I mean, because people don't realize where they at. They don't realize the soil. You talking about the soil of Africa. Think about the soil here.
Yeah.
What it births. I mean, because I still don't understand the fact that if you on Grand Boulevard in the 60s and 50s, that Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross is playing in a yard.
Yep.
Like that, I can't.
Cadillacs rolling down the street, heavy Chevys, all that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's so many talented, creative CEOs, so many talented.
But peep this though, in Detroit,
Yeah.
you know, I always tell the state of Michigan, like, we just the lead, but we all together. But Detroit, when Motown left and with a lot of things left, the spirit didn't leave.
Oh, absolutely not.
So we still tapped in. God still got it to where that's why we so creative and we able. You have so many hustles. They say so many hustles in Detroit, and we independent and we, you know, like the Black Mecca. That's because the soil.
Bro, the gas is still flowing. Who's gonna take the courage to light the flame?
Yeah.
Who's next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing right here, y'all lighting the flame because y'all are showing love to so many different people who won't get that love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I applaud y'all for lighting that flame.
Man, I appreciate it, man. And we appreciate you leading the way, for real, for real.
Man, I mean, the plans that you have.
Oh, man.
Man.
You did see the
plans that you have.
Man, infrastructure, my baby.
Absolutely.
We creating a new ecosystem.
Man, you creating a whole assembly line for the future of Detroit.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We trying. We just believe in God behind us and that it's going to happen. And my thing is, I want to see our people flourish. I want to get back to where people can finish high school, start a job, have a nice career, beautiful home, all that, or be able to go to college and not be in debt and just be here and just... I remember hearing my dad, R.I.P. to my pops, I love you, Dad. I remember him talking about the beautiful Detroit.
Yeah.
Remember when we were born and grew up, we never saw it. We never seen this. He talked about growing up, Motown times when he's a little bitty kid and all this stuff. And I was kind of a little jealous when I seen pictures and how beautiful they lawns were.
We were just having this conversation a few days ago. Like, somebody was riding up Jeff, like, yeah, remember the tunnel that used to go right to Belle Isle?
Somebody was talking about that.
What are you talking about?
I didn't know they raised it.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's why you go like, I never knew that.
It's a tunnel that used to go right to the bridge. Boy, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Again, we had that same conversation.
Bro,
like,
this is going to tell you how in tune I am in the community. You know, I got Entertainment University, and I got my youth programs. I'm at one of my schools at the end of the school year. This was in May. I'm talking to the lunch lady. And she talking about how she told me about that tunnel. She comes to me and gives me the Detroit history because I just talk to people.
Absolutely.
And we kicking it. And sometimes I get her lunch and get her little stuff. She's so cool. And she's telling me about some Detroit history about the tunnel. And then she's talking about something. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. And then she talked about how they used to go to Canada a different direction. I'm like, really? Man, Detroit... Man, I'm not gonna say was because we're beautiful now. We're rebuilding. Yeah. But it makes you so feel like we was deprived growing up of certain things because of the things that you hear.
Yeah, for sure.
How did it even go that route? That's crazy.
And what made you get rid of the tunnel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. I'm like, damn, Detroit had it all.
Had it all.
You know what I'm saying? Even the big old place. I'm like, these used to be houses.
Dude.
I mean, it's all these different things where I'm like, Detroit was that place.
Talking about shopping down at Hudson's. I hear my grandma talking about that.
Absolutely.
All that, man.
So who's going to light the flame? Because the gas is still flowing. This is the Motown. Yeah. This soil is different. Who going to light the flame?
Man, they got the right businesses coming and they got the agency, man.
Absolutely.
I say one thing, we didn't never have any agencies. So you have started a whole new regime. And now kids are going to be able to go into a space that we were never welcome or even privy to. Absolutely. We didn't even understand what it was.
No.
We never even had a clue.
I mean, because I think young people don't even realize that they're doing advertising right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're on social media right now and doing a whole life that they don't live. And I'm like, you know that you can do that for brands. Mm-hmm. Create this whole story, this whole life, and sell it. Because at the end of the day, you're getting all these followers. How many of those followers is connected to dollars?
Yeah.
That is exactly what advertising is. So that's why we started Culture Academy. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that, Culture Academy.
Culture Academy is a nonprofit that's getting more young kids of color into advertising, design, and arts. You know, I started this at 7 because I hate it when people ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I grew up in a home, so I saw friends get killed. I saw friends go to jail. All this stuff before 13.
We all saw
and as
that.
a black man, we didn't have the privilege of long-term dreaming.
Yeah.
You know, we dreamt until we was 13. All right, I made it to 13. I want to be 16. 18, 21, and 25. And about 25 you stop at 25.
25 was the goal. Like if I can make it to 20 and just make it out, because we seen everybody brains on the pavement, dog.
25 was the goal, and nobody jumped further than 25. And then once you got to 25, you're like, damn, what am I about to do now?
I grew up on Joy Road on Rosemont.
Yeah.
By Murder Mac. Mm-hmm. You know Murder Mac. You know the doggone the fire station.
Absolutely.
All that over there. Man, it's only two of us, me and my next door neighbor Terry, that went to college and that survived from over there. It's two of us. The rest of them are like didn't finish high school, got killed, locked up.
We're still there.
My neighbors are still there. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like it's only like me and a few of us that moved off the block, and it's like they think the stuff I did is just like wow, and I'm just like bro, that ain't. No, we got a whole lot further to go.
Absolutely.
Whole lot further to go.
Absolutely.
So we got a lot of work to do. Bro.
Yeah, and again, that was why Culture Academy. I'm glad you resonated with that because when I tell people that, like, I'm like, you don't understand growing up in the hood. Yeah. You know, we dreamt that segment. So Culture Academy was that place where I brought all of my corporate clients because when WWE came to the King home, I'm like, all right. I saw that aha moment that went off for young people. Mm-hmm. So now let's bring Disney, let's bring Meta, let's bring GM, all this to the hood and bringing it into schools. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, one of the things we know with an after school programs at 3 o'clock, there's a new level of responsibility that goes on black kids.
Oh yeah.
They got to be parents.
Yep.
Sometimes they got to figure out where they're going to eat, where they're going to sleep, how they're going to shower, all of these different things.
Some of the meals they get is only the ones at school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we brought this into the schools as actual classes. And it's been doing amazing. We're a year old. We launched it. We brought AJ and Free back together to launch the whole program. Stevie Mackey, all of them came in. We did a big gala. So
that gala was amazing. It's amazing that Entertainment University, we're in the schools as a part of the curriculum. Mm-hmm. And then I know we talked about this just for 30 seconds when we were both speaking on some panels, but we gotta our two nonprofits got to figure out how to work together.
Absolutely. Bro, there's no
we're not doing the same thing.
There's no egos here.
Yeah, zero.
And if young people that aha moment get off, whether it's from you leading the path or I'm leading the path, as long as they can see that they can be whatever they need to be now, as they grow up, I'm good.
Man, this is like, I had not heard of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it just blows me away every time. I'll be like, man, every time I sit with you, I learn so much. And I just want to just hear you talk about it because it's just man, AJ and Free, bro. We grew up watching AJ and Free.
Crazy. I mean, if you're going to name a nonprofit culture academy, you have to bring the people who impacted the culture, period. Yeah. So having AJ and Free come in, to have Stevie Mackey, who, if anybody into music, you don't know who Stevie Mackey is, he's the vocal coaches of vocal coaches. He's worked with everybody from Beyonce to Mariah Carey. I mean, everybody. We had him and Avery Wilson, who's now the scarecrow on Broadway for the Wiz right now. They was our concert. We honored we honored Crystal Wyndham, who's the only black automotive design executive in the world. The only one. And she's from here and from the hood, from Detroit. Black woman.
So December 14th of 2025, we're doing something at, we're doing Entertainment University Festival. Okay. It's already booked. For Sunday, December 14th. We're going to do something the whole weekend. Okay. But we definitely want your kids to come be a part of it.
Oh, for sure.
So we need y'all. It's going to be right off Woodward. Okay. Where'd you have your event?
Motor City.
Yours was at the Motor City? When you did with the kids?
Which one?
The event you did for your nonprofit, when the kids were there.
Little Caesar Arena.
That was at Little Caesars? Good God Almighty. Boy, you on a whole nother level, dog. I ain't got Little Caesars Arena money.
You know, and the crazy thing about it, I think one of the things that God would do is it would test you to see if this is what you really want to do. You know, sometimes one of the things we do as a company is we step on that cliff and we know it's only one or two things that's going to happen when we jump. Either we going to fly or God going to catch us. Yeah. The week of our gala.
I love that you said that.
You know, the week of our gala, a big sponsor pulled out 6 figures the week of.
Jesus.
And left us on the hook for everything. And one of the things we know, okay, should we pull it? Should we stop? Like, nah, it's bigger than us. And we went through with it. And I think that's one of the things I love about this team and I love about this mission is God gonna make a way if he feel like he's testing you and you still at that faith. So.
Man.
Yeah.
Amen, Deacon.
Man, stop playing.
Amen, Deacon.
Yeah. Start that. Some people gonna go to hell.
Oh, Lord, don't say that. Don't
say
say
no,
that.
you know. I've been hearing that all my life, but I'm like, I mean, it's true though. It's true though. It's what you gonna do.
Yeah.
So that's what we at.
Man, that nonprofit, like, it's so funny, man. I see certain things parallel. Like, your for-profit is fire. Your nonprofit is fire. Like, just even doing one of those things is a lifelong legacy by itself.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is, people see me as the face and see me in the magazines or on TV or whatever, but this team behind me, man, is so amazing.
But you doing your thing on the magazines, all that, because I seen you with the Louboutins on the other day, man. You was doing your thing. You know I'm in fashion, so you know I know what you got on. So yeah,
you saw the little bit of red.
Yeah, I got them shoes, so I know
Come
what you
on,
got on. Okay. You was killing them though, bro.
You know, I mean, but
you was killing it.
It's the team.
Just say you was killing it.
You know,
you was doing your thing.
This is a real,
Hey, I'm not one of them brothers. I give brothers their credit.
I appreciate it.
Flowers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You was killing it though, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was fly, dog.
Thank you, man. We try to do what we do when we do it.
You doing it, dog.
Yeah.
You doing it.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, what we gonna do together with these nonprofits? How we gonna make this happen? Because there's so many young people out here that need to be felt and need to be touched and need to be shown what they can do in a different type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think these young people, every time we go into a school, I mean, we went to Cody and Osborne. And, I mean, these schools...
Cody Bear, shout out. That was my neighborhood school.
Absolutely. We went in there, and the crazy thing about it is they don't ever get the corporates coming in there.
No.
You know,
they don't get nothing to come in there.
DSA, all of them get it. And we made sure we took Vans Shoe Company into Cody and Osborne. And the kids designed their own shoes. And I remember one kid came up, he was the ringleader. And he came up to us after, he was like, real nigga shit, I had fun today. I'm like, that's all I need to hear.
That's how they are
listen,
too, yeah.
Speak how you speak, because I don't want you to change.
Yeah.
I just want you to see that there is a whole career out here for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, the talent that was in those schools are killing some people in CAS.
Yeah.
And killing some people in DSA.
Yeah.
That is why we're here. We're here to shine a light on everybody. No creative left behind.
No creative left behind. I like that.
Yeah.
No creative left behind. Well, man, let's just make some waves and let's just tear these streets up, man, and make it happen. It's a lot of people. Shout out to like Flint, Saginaw, Lansing, Inkster, like all these different places. We tapping in with y'all too. We recently launched a program up in Flint in one of their activity centers. We built a studio up there too.
Okay.
And the kids are in there working right now.
I love it.
Entertainment University, we tapping in all over the state of Michigan. We ain't the ones that's trying to be on TV and show and be doing that all day, but we appreciate it when it is done.
Absolutely.
But we really out here about the work.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I love about you is you about the work.
I don't need the accolades.
You been about the work.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't need it. It's all good. Thank you for it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to shout out. It's some people like you that's doing an amazing thing. It's a brand named Unique Media who's doing some amazing things. Janika Green, who's doing some crazy stuff with the merchandise and what she's doing with I Am Unique brand with young girls. I mean, I'm just blessed to be surrounded by everybody that's doing amazing things. Like, there's no egos here. Everybody can eat. There's room at the table.
When you gonna do that TED Talk?
You know.
Shout out to TED Talk. Shout out to TED Talk Detroit. I assume that you're gonna give him a call within the next 60 days, and that he's gonna.
I hear it's coming back.
That's what I'm saying. That, and so your team gonna prep you for your TED Talk.
Absolutely.
Could y'all make sure that I am notified when it's gonna happen so that I can be there to support?
I need some wine. I need the Apple's wine and give me a whole little gift box and we can make it work.
Okay, Dr. Thompson, I'm gonna send that over to the office and let's make that happen.
Absolutely.
And man, thank you, brother. Man, I appreciate your time, bro.
Man, thank you, bro. What you doing right here? There was no other place I needed to be today.
Man,
so let's make it happen.
Well, I want to say shout out to my brother here. Y'all better hold on. Give out your website and give out your social media too.
All right. So I ain't big on social. I'm a private person, believe it or not. But the website is www.weareddm.com. Instagram produced by Akil. I deactivate it every now and then. It's deactivated right now, but it may come back by the time this air. Facebook, Akil Alvin. Cultureacademy.org. Go. That's what you need to be. www.cultureacademy.org. But just reach out, let's connect, and let's see what we can do.
So Culture Academy and Entertainment University is definitely going to do a partnership.
Absolutely.
We definitely going to be hitting some major things in developing youth. And also our businesses are going to do some stuff together.
Absolutely.
And we're going to really tap in and change some stuff in our state. And, man, I appreciate you again for coming out. This is a Detroit legend here. He has done phenomenal things in this industry. And he's not only one of the top and youngest guys right now, but he's going to transcend things even in the future. And we just thank God that he's one of ours. And blessings to you and your team, man.
Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate it.
And this is the Culture Conversations podcast, AT Network in the building, and we out.
Go vote.